Shalom, shalom. All right. Before I get started, I want to give all praise Yahweh Bashem. I want to give all the glory and honor to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai Bahashem, Rakak Wadash. Double honors unto my apostle, known as a great millstone. Peace and safety to all the sincere Akim that's out here pushing this word in truth, sincerity. Shalom. All right. And shalom to the sincere sisters that are out there as well. I'm on my way to camp, another pre-camp lesson, Lord willingly, this will be edifying in the spirit, informative. Like I said, I'm on my way to camp Saturday. Just so happened to be in traffic, so I said, hey, you know what? I just use this time to, do the work. So, with that being said, I was on my way, getting ready to leave for camp, and I was watching Elder Menachie Zakbaz out of South Carolina's video, which this is a response to. So the title of this is the same as his, I believe. If not, I would definitely make sure it is, so that hopefully it pops up the same way. So definitely check it out if you haven't. He was going into the World Economic Forum that's going on right now over there in Switzerland. And they had a shaman, or basically a voodoo witch doctor, however you want to describe it, come out and basically bless the situation, you know what I'm saying? And they use a shaman. And as I was listening to the elder, Salakia, these roads, man, what the fuck is going on? Fuck, we're out of road, man. All right, Salakia, traffic is now done with. So let's get to it. As I was listening to the elder speak about the whole shaman he was going into, what a shaman is, and the ritual, and article and whatnot, which that's why I say definitely check it out if you haven't. But one thing that I was thinking about, which I may go into at camp a little more in detail because I'm driving, was this is no different than Numbers 22:23, right? If you're not familiar with what I'm speaking on or referencing, dealing with the story, dealing with the account of Balak and Balaam, right? And I'm gonna basically summarize it real quick. Balak was a Moabite. I think he was the Moabite, and Balaam, if I'm saying it correctly, I'm a little distracted by these roads a little bit. He was a Midianite priest that was contracted to basically put curses on the nation of Israel, because the nation of Israel we had just came out of Egypt. And it was a fearful sight, right? That's where you get, how do you know that it was fearful? Well, shit, read the account of Joshua and Caleb when they sent the spies out. What was that? I want to say to Jethro, which I think this is kind of going into that as well. I think it was Jethro. I could be wrong, but Joshua and Caleb sent those spies. And within those spies, they ran into Rahab, like I'm saying her name right, the harlot. And the first thing she said was, we've heard all the great things that your power has done for you, and this, that, and the third. It was fear, right? So that was a major moment in the world at the time that placed a lot of fear in the minds of the people. So this Moabite king was no different. He was in fear. So what did he do? He contracted or paid out for a priest witchcraft just like this to do what? Put up curses against the nation of Israel. Now, this woman, this shaman, right? This shaman that looks like I said, if you ask me, I would say the same exact thing that the elder said as well in his video about the fact of she could have very well been an Israelite, probably from the northern kingdom, which, like you said, our people deal very heavily in left-handed spirituality. If you're going to be technical, everybody outside of the Israel of the spirit deals with left-handed power. Whether you're a witch in the name of Christianity, a witch or a warlock in the name of Allah, or whether you just straight outright deal with voodoo and hoodoo and Santa Maria and all those different elements, that's a major portion of our people. Okay, so for them to hire out a quote unquote Israelite woman, right? Or it could have very well been a heathen, like the elder said. It could have been a heathen woman that's just being portrayed as an Israelite woman. You got a lot of that too. So who knows? But I'm leaning on the side. I just stating all of that to say that the possibilities. But I lean on the side that it's an Israelite woman, because I believe that Esau knows what he's doing. The scriptures say in the book of Ezekiel that Esau has great wisdom, and Esau is more wiser than the children of this world are more wiser than the children of light. So our people, you got to damn near beat their ass physically for them to consider or even look towards the Bible. But these other nations, I think that was Thomas Jefferson said that basically education or knowing about the Bible is better than any other education you could get, right? Goes to show you how these elitists or these individuals on other nations, they understand the value and the importance of the Bible. Look at the book of Eli, right? So again, this shaman, they're not going to tell you on the TV or on the news, and she's praying for the downfall of the Hebrew Israelites and wants them to, perish. No. All right? Absolutely not. But we understand through spiritual discernment, scriptures say we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but principalities, right? Principalities in high places. I was watching something recently. When you go into the Geneva Bible, right? When it says principalities in high places, in that translation it actually says governments, right? So we're wrestling not against flesh and it's not about, we understand through the spirit that this is what's going on, that this is Psalms, this is them still trying to make us a no nation, make our name have no remembrance in the world. But as the scriptures say, which when you go into the Numbers 23, 24, right, 22, 23, and 24, I believe, the scriptures let us know that there's no enchantment against Jacob. So here it is. You had the account with Balaam and Balak trying to conspire to put curses on the nation of Israel, and the Spirit of the Lord came. The Spirit of the Lord actually came to Balaam and basically told him what the deal was. That, like I said, you can read it for yourself, but basically was telling him that, man, listen, this is what's going to happen to your people. Those people that you're trying to put curses on, they're my people. They're going to be set up great. And he said, man, he went away because Balak was mad. Like, damn, I gave you this money. I told you to do this. And he said, man, what you want me to do? He said, man, I wish. Basically, he wished that he was an Israelite. Because if you're not an Israelite, you're basically F. That's how serious it is. On a base level, if you're not an Israelite, you're F. If you're not a part of the elect of the nation of Israel, you're definitely F. But if you're not an Israelite, you're F. You're through. It's not just Esau that's about to get an ass beaten and be thrown into the depths of captivity. You other nations as well. So you got this shaman doing this bullshit as witchcraft, trying to bless their agenda. What is the World Economic Forum's agenda? They said by that year, they're the ones that's pushing this agenda 2030 thing, right? Basically, they said you shall own nothing and be happy. That's their agenda. That's what they're preying on. They're preying on the ability for them to come and really to throw you back in the shackles. And not just you so-called Negroes and Latinos and Native Americans, really the whole world. Okay? That's what time it is. As the scriptures say, we wrestle not with flesh and blood, but principalities and spiritual high places, man. Okay? This isn't a laughing matter. See, everybody likes to take this stuff and use it and think that it's all comical, or it's all, fairy tales, or however you want to look at it, But in reality, this is very high-level witchcraft that's happening. Okay? Here we are, we're in the year 2024. To a lot of people, that might not mean much what I just said. But we're in an election year, so you already know what that means. All right? The whole election system is high witchcraft. When you're actually casting a vote, voting is actually a form of witchcraft. Look it up. Done plenty of lessons on this. Look up the word vote. The word vote literally goes into casting your allegiance to an entity, to a deity. Look at the world. Look at how people will kill you over Trump. People will kill you over Biden right now. Okay? Then you go into your inauguration, which is another level of witchcraft. Okay? Then the other thing, the summertime. We have this summer, which is another form and example of high levels of witchcraft in this society. All right? But here's the beautiful thing, and I'm going to close up here in a second. But like I said, really through the Spirit, if you're not familiar with that story, which I need to read it again, I haven't read it in a while. Read the account of Balaam and Balak. Numbers 22, 23, and I believe it's the 24th chapter. Okay? When you, there's high levels of witchcraft out here. And that's what I was making my point about. All of these events have ceremonies. Look up the word ceremony, right? Ceremonies are also rituals as well. You have righteous ceremonies and you have wicked ceremonies. But look at the 2012, I want to say the 2012 opening ceremony for the Olympics. And they were basically showing us the pandemic, the virus, and this, that, and the third. They were showing that already. All of these ceremonial things are not it's not to the simple, it's nothing. Like right now, like I said, if you're not familiar, I'm here in Atlanta. I just got downtown Atlanta. I'm looking at the Capitol building. There's I forget the name of the Roman deity on top of the Capitol building. I just passed where the Olympic torch, because in 1996 the Olympics was here in Atlanta. That's when Muhammad Ali lit the torch, which is like literally 100 yards, 200 yards behind me, right? So when you deal even with the Olympic torch, the torch is really a representation of the Illuminati, right? Illuminated. You're blessing and you're going from city, because see, before, like for instance, I think the Olympics this year is in Beijing. I'm not sure if they do it anymore, but here in Atlanta, I remember they ran the torch from like all the major cities. They took the torch, like lit, from like Augusta. I remember because I was living in Augusta at the time. You could see, we actually saw the torch, the person running with the torch, you know, and then they carried it and they passed it on to the next person until they got it to here, to Atlanta, and that's when they gave it to Muhammad Ali, and he threw it into the thing, and it woof, and that was the opening ceremony. These ceremonies aren't light things. They're not little, oh, this is not your children, you know, being, you know, doing a old McDonald fucking play. These are highly thought out, very expensive. They're prognosticators. They're very much so into the placements of the world, like the sun, the moon, the stars. It's high level witchcraft. Okay? So that's all it was. Like I said, I'm not going to make this too much longer. I just wanted to touch on the fact that this already occurred. Putting up curses and blessings, or putting curses up on the nation of Israel. Like you're looking for a blessing in the name of furthering enslaving the nation of Israel. And you think the Lord is going to be with that shit? The Lord might make an example out of that woman, especially if she's an Israelite. You know how demonic and wicked that is? But that's why, again, you have a nasty club of within the nation of Israel called the 2/3. That's why the 2/3 got to go. They are in allegiance with this devil. Okay? So again, all of this is going to fail. It's nothing to be afraid of. It's just be mindful. Pray. You know, pray for yourself. Pray for your family. Pray for the brotherhood. Because this devil he's praying. He's praying for our downfall. He's praying against us. So why wouldn't you pray for protection of your own self through the Spirit? We need it. But the scriptures say there's no enchantment against Jacob. And also Micah 5:7 goes into what? That the Lord said he would cut off all witchcraft out of the land. And that's what's going to happen. That's why this devil is going to come down with great wrath, because through the Spirit, he's losing his grips. He's losing his ability to do the things that he was doing without being exposed and being seen for the devil that he is. Okay? Hey, so with that, I pray that this was edifying in the spirit. I'm almost down to the campgrounds. So I want to give all the glory and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. Double honors unto my apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and safety to all the sincere Akim that's out here pushing this word in truth and in all sincerity. Shalom. And everybody that tuned in and watched or will watch, shalom and peace and blessings to you. Shalom.